time is now, now or never, I can't look back. It's mine forever, the record is stacked. It's like the Letterman team on my back. The time is now, now or never, I'm making it count. Counting the times they counted me out. Straight out the mud, I'm making it out. I gotta get it, the time is now. Sheesh.
Man, I tell you, man. Hey, coming from Desert Edge, there was traffic. Just so we're clear, just so we're clear. Typically, I'm
You
on
forgot.
time most of the
No,
time.
he
No,
forgot.
no.
He forgot.
No, hold on. I'm gonna show you this picture. There was police. There was police, and it was crazy. And like you could not make it. You could not make it back.
Chili, you were coming back to the
to
valley on the 10 after traffic. There's no traffic, man. You were
no,
going again. The traffic is going this way. You going that way.
no. You see that those are police lights. Those are police lights, my friend. Come on. I wouldn't hold you, Cam. I wouldn't hold you, Cam. But I got to see a lot. I got to see a lot of great athletes out there. Liberty Desert Edge Showcase was practically cinema. Let me tell you something about this Liberty team. First off, I love Coach Thompson. We don't spend enough time talking about football on the west side as much
Who
as
doesn't?
we in general.
I think we spent a lot of we spent a lot of time on the West Valley, man.
I mean, we show Jeremy Adeyanju love. Brought him on the show. Friend of the show. We've shown Blake Roscoff love. Brought him on the show. Friend of the show. We've had some of these guys
talked to
on.
Coach Zadesky the other day at Shadow Ridge. And some of man Adam Beadle over there.
Yeah.
I know Coach Early too over
because
there.
Because there was a showcase. Because there was a showcase out there at Shadow Ridge.
Coach Alcatar, Canyon View. We were there with them.
Because there was a showcase out there. But like in general, like I mean, the West Valley just does not get as much coverage as the East Valley. I made it out for the showcase, so I'm part of the problem.
And you did not invite me. I couldn't make it, but
I asked you.
I know, and I told you, and you went without me. You went. I said I couldn't make it, and you made the choice to go.
Hey, Dropping Dimes had presence out there. Chili's Two-Piece had presence out there.
I don't think that thing could. Okay, did you get some interviews for the show?
No, I didn't have a camera with me. I didn't have a camera with me.
Oh man,
phone was dying.
Oh, phone was dying. Yeah, in the car in traffic.
I talked to Coach Catanzaro from Lake Forest, who does a great job recruiting out here. Yep. I talked to our guy from Washington, Scotty Graham, does a great job out here. Also says he'd love to drop by the show sometime, and we're gonna have him on
anytime. Coach Graham,
hey, go make that thing happen. I talked to Coach Mazzone. From New Mexico State, wide receivers coach over there, really, building his resume, doing his thing. And he said he'd love to stop by the show. I told him that we could make that happen.
Yep.
All these guys doing a great job recruiting the Valley, recruiting the area. Everybody was out at the Desert Edge Liberty Showcase. Coach
McArthur, out there?
Coach Thomas. ASU was out there. I saw Coach Amy. Coach Amy, Coach Meat. I saw somebody else, another coach out there that I can't recognize, that I can't put it together off the top of my head. But listen, Amy, Coach Meat, all those ASU coaches. Listen, I know they don't get all the players from Arizona, but they do a great job recruiting, spending time, evaluating the athletes. We are in a different age of college football, that's a totally different show for us that we're going to have to spend some time really diving into in the whole new recruiting world of NIL, the transfer portal and all that, and how much these kids are getting and making and getting trading cards and things like that, ahead of what we believe might be their time to do so. Like it's insane.
A very small amount of kids, just so we're clear. It's a tiny amount of kids.
There's
the NIL, there's the NIL world, and then there's the rest of college sports. And the NIL world, I just want parents and people to know, it's tiny. It's very small. It's very small.
All right. I think we got our guest. Is he in the
Hold on, you didn't even welcome everybody to the show. Look at you starting talking. You didn't even welcome everybody to the show.
Hey, Arizona, what's going on? Your boy Chili hanging out with the one and only, the absolute local legend, and I don't say that disrespectfully, Cam Cox. For all y'all that don't know, sleeping under a rock, holds down Channel 12 and the world of sports in Arizona.
Yeah.
Welcome to the show, Dropping Dimes.
Yeah, all right. Now we're
dropping dimes.
I'm sorry, I'm watching the D-backs game up here, man. Paul Skeens.
Hey, how they doing?
He was on Paul Skeens was unbelievable tonight. Unbelievable.
Hey, you know who else is unbelievable?
Who we
This
got?
super talented, dynamic playmaker, both sides of the ball. Stop playing with my boy, the one and only straight out of Cactus Shadows, now representing the Cave Creek area, Gunnar Perry. What's going on?
What's up? Thanks for having
Yeah.
me.
Gunner, how's it
Hey,
going,
no,
man?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Doing great, doing great. Chili, that's what your hair should look like. Gunner,
oh
we're
man,
trying to get this. We're trying to get Chili a new hairstyle because my man don't take off
I'm
his
working
cap,
on it.
and we're
I'm
worried
working
about
on
what's under there, so we
it.
don't
We
know.
good. We
So
good.
I,
We
I
good.
think I think you should roll with what you rocking, man. What do you?
Hey, Cactus Shadows. Hey, we did this last year, Ken. We did this last year.
We did.
Cactus Shadows is coming out to the Flight Club. So, Gunner, if y'all win Flight Club, I'm going to try to dye my hair the same color as yours. Boom.
Same color? Okay.
Yeah, that
Oh,
we gonna make
if
that
they
happen.
win flight, Gunner, let me tell you
If-
something. There's nothing I want more in life than for you guys to win. I will suit up. I got you. What do you need? I
That'll
will
be a
help
look.
you win. I'm gonna ref all your games. The other team's gonna have 17 pass interference penalties.
Oh my.
There is nothing I am the biggest Cactus Shadows fan. I'm gonna pull out my shirt when I get home.
Whoa.
Let me tell you right now.
Whoa.
Gunner, how's it
Hey,
going, man? How's life over there? Up
Life's
there.
good. Up in Cave Creek. Life's
Up in
good.
up in Cave Creek. What do you make of the program? Just
Yeah.
being up there.
So
What do you make of it?
came in at the semester, obviously, but it's good. I love it. It's different than Notre Dame, everything, the school. The coaching style is different, but I'm fitting in and it's been nice. Like we've had practice like damn near every day the last 2 weeks, which is different than at Notre Dame. So it's been good, just a change of pace. But yeah, it's been great. No
Gunner,
complaints.
correct me if I'm wrong. You were region player of the year last year, is that right?
I was defensive player of
Defense
the other year.
yeah, defensive region player of the year. What did that honor mean to you?
Meant a lot. I led the region in tackles, so it was good. I felt like that got recognized. I had, a lot of big plays on defense, but I try to make my plays on offense too. So hopefully, this year I'm going for that region player of the year. Got some records I'm trying to
uh-oh.
hit on both sides of the ball this year. So we'll see what that looks like.
Man, Chili,
Hey,
let me
what
tell you, last year, Chili, watching Notre Dame prep was like watching. It was the craziest football I've ever seen. You never knew who was going to show up, offense, defense. Who was the defensive tackle that's running the rock?
Oh yeah, my
Nate
boy Nate.
Jones.
My
Who?
boy
Nate
Nate.
Oh,
Jones.
Nate. Let me tell you, that was unbelievable. Didn't he hold too?
Yeah. No, he played. He played it all. He was he was on D line, and then he came in, played some linemen, and then when we needed it, he came in
And
on our single wing package and
yeah,
played the ball.
and I know you went both ways, man. All of a
Mm-hmm.
sudden, I just like, oh, he was just over there. He was over there, and then all of a sudden,
Mm-hmm.
here comes a 280-pound linebacker just
Yeah.
running. He ran like at least a 4.5 Chili. That man was flying. It's
Hey
unbelievable.
man, Gunner, I went out to the game. You guys played Desert Mountain, and
Yeah.
listen, all the respect in the world to what Coach Hamilton does over there and that team,
Mm-hmm.
the grit, all of that for them. But the way you and Nate Jones were running the ball on offense,
Mm-hmm.
and then on defense, y'all was tattooing them. There was a
Yeah.
point where there was like, man, listen, if y'all gonna be throwing these 230, 250, 280-pound dudes at us running the ball, we want no part of this.
Yeah. I think we broke that game. We broke over 400 rushing yards combined, and
Hey,
But
yeah.
but you put
we
the
waving the
stamp
white
on that
flag here.
game.
We waving the white flag here.
Yes,
But
sir.
you put the stamp on it. You really
Yeah.
closed that door for them. You said, "Hey, let me grab this ball. Let me grab this interception real quick. Go 92 yards to the crib.
Oh, we got
Y'all in
video of
my
that.
house."
Oh, we
Oh,
got
we do.
video of it. I
We
remember the
do. We
video
do.
of that. Was
Yeah,
that
I,
the
Yeah.
longest?
I had to put it out
The
there.
interception
Crazy.
return for a touchdown, was that the longest of your career, Gunner?
Yeah. Definitely. That
For
was my
sure.
first pick six of my high school career. So
Dang.
yeah,
You
that
get to
was
keep
that
Man,
was
what'd you
that was
see?
amazing,
surreal.
man.
That was surreal. Our coach Smith, defensive coordinator, I remember like looking at him from the sideline, and they're driving, they're coming down, and he's yelling at me, screen, like just sit, whenever he tells you something, you listen. So I didn't do much. I sat in my zone and ball came like he said it would. And after that, it was you kind of just black out. You keep just pump your arms. And then,
don't get caught, right? Don't get caught. Pump your arms.
just don't look back. Just keep running. And then, that was surreal. That was a game we won. We were region champs last year. So
yeah,
that was surreal.
Hey, that is the fastest that I've seen a Perry run on that field. And I've seen your brother. I watched your brother score 5 touchdowns in a game. I swear to God, no lie. I saw you get up out of there. And they was trying. Hey, listen, obviously, right? They're trying to catch you. But you was, get me. And then I see you crumble in the end zone. I wasn't sure if you were going down on one knee to like thank Jesus, or if you were like cramping up, or what was going on over there at the end.
Big part, being an NEP, but just for me too, it's, faith, pray to God, thank God for every moment that you have on this earth, but thank God that you get to play football. So,
Amen.
You make a play like that. There's no one else really to thank but God. So that was a big moment, like probably my biggest play of my career so far. So just, that was my immediate reaction was just for now. But that, that was my immediate reaction is just drop down, just look up, give all the glory to God. But it was surreal. And then, you're down there and, you're praying, you're saying, thank you, what just happened? Thank you. And all your boys, and you just I'm getting pushed to the ground by all my boys. That was a crazy moment.
So since Chili brought it up, who is faster, you or your brother?
Depends on what's at stake. Depends on what's at stake.
Yeah, you can say that. I think credit where credit is due. I ran a 4.7 at the Under Armour camp. I think Cooper's touching into the 4.3s. So I think he's got wheels, but
you got wheels too.
I got
wheels too. Yeah, there we go. In case for those watching this who don't know, his brother is Cooper Perry, former Notre Dame Prep wide receiver, who's now doing his thing out at Oregon.
Actually, he's doing his thing at Berkeley now.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, jumped in the portal and made the move to Berkeley to play for Coach Somerville and Coach Lapoy.
I'm sorry, it's hard to keep track of all the portal stuff. And then Gunnar, you just committed to Cal, correct?
Yes, sir.
What was the decision behind that? Take us through it.
A lot of people are, not a lot of people are blessed to play D1 ball, but there's even fewer that get to play with their brother. With your best friend. So, getting able, that's a dream. I don't know if you all have brothers, but
I do. That'd be the coolest thing ever.
Right. Like, not a lot of people can say, I got to live with my brother, play with my brother at the second highest level. Like, it's just surreal. It's kind of a dream come true. We've talked about it since, first grade when we put on shoulder pads for the first time. Like, it's, surreal moment. But just being blessed with the opportunity to play with him, but also, it's Cal Berkeley, like it's a #1 public university. They set you up right in the, right outside of San Francisco. Like, dude, there's opportunities on opportunities. So
it's a cool spot, man. Like, I don't think people realize, one, how nice the campus is. And you're right there it's not far from the freeway, man. Like, that's kind of, you can go wherever you want out of that campus.
The campus away, you're 20. Yeah.
What were you saying?
Campus was lit. Like, campus is old. I remember, so much history. Like, Oppenheimer, his office is there. Like, he was a professor there. Like, all the buildings are crazy. They look insane. Like, just being up next to the clock tower. Like, they have a famous clock tower, and you're just standing next to it, just looking up. Like, it's a kind of a surreal campus. And then you get on top of the stadium, and they bring you up to the 8th floor. Jeez. And you get to look out right on, you get to look at the Golden Gate, Alcatraz, the San Francisco skyline. And it's just it's beautiful.
It's almost like you're on top of the world up there. That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
I watched the ASU Cal game there. I can't remember, 2017, 18. ASU was up like 4 touchdowns, and Cal came back to beat them.
Oh,
we were freezing. Let me tell you something. I had stopped shooting the game, It was like early in the third quarter. Game was over. ASU was going to run away with this thing. And all of a sudden, here came Cal. Boom, touchdown, boom, touchdown, boom. It forced overtime, and they won in overtime. So not only did I have to start shooting the game again, I froze to death. And I hate the cold weather. It's not as cold as people think. I was just cold. I'm a baby. I'm sorry.
Oh man, no, that's funny. Hey Gunnar, I gotta know, man. You make the move to Cactus Shadows. A couple things here. One, what are you expecting to take place over there exactly for yourself, like on the football field? Are you gonna be playing both sides of the ball? Maybe more? Are you gonna get more opportunities on offense? You gonna run some Wildcat quarterback because I know that their quarterback, their all-time legend guy, went up to NAU. Like, what are the plans over there for
Yeah,
yourself?
so with Coach Dixon, right now on defense, he's moving me around, like trying to get me more looks, make some more plays this year. I finished with 119 tackles last year. I'm trying to shoot for 130 plus.
Sheesh.
And just if I get to play my first five, definitely 130 plus. And then I got I've talked to Coach Dixon too. Like I had around 500 rushing yards last year. I'm trying to break 1,000 this year, and
Oh,
I'm really trying to like make my stamp on
okay.
Arizona football, but like leave my own type of legacy, not just at
I
Notre
love
Dame,
it.
but at Cactus Shadows too.
He's leaving that
I
own
love it.
legacy. He wants to be Friday
Yeah.
Night Fever Defensive Player of the Year. So
Oh, for
that's what
Sheesh.
I
sure.
heard. When you have 130 tackles like that at that level, man,
Sheesh.
that's a lot of tackles, man. That's
Yes,
all over
sir.
the field.
Yes, sir.
Hey, hey, the culture change. What was it harder? Because listen, I know going to Catholic school or whatever, going to one of these private schools, there's uniforms and things like that. I know sometimes the academic requirements are a little bit different.
Mhm.
Adapting and adjusting, Gunner. Like how hard was it? How different was it?
Yeah, so definitely different, with everything. I remember calling like one of my friends, like before the first day of the new semester. I was like, "Yo, bro, like, what do I wear?" Like, I didn't, I was so used to like, my
Hey,
khakis
man.
and polo and belt
Yeah.
tucked in. Like, I didn't know, so I didn't. I remember like pulling up to school first day in slides, like thinking this is, like a luxury. But yeah, it's definitely different. It has its pros and cons for sure. Like Notre Dame was a big blessing in the way that they went about academics, the way they like went out and reached like went out and for you and like advocated for you and got you help. Like I remember Coach Prelock always said like come to me for a tutor. I'm gonna get you right, like that type of thing. And it's different at Cactus Shadows for sure, but it makes you grow up, in my opinion, a little bit. Public school makes you grow up, makes you like make sure you're on top of your things. Like you got to be the one to go take initiative. So it's nice. It's definitely a change of pace in that regard, but it's different. But I like it.
Okay.
So
Will we see
And
you on offense, or do I want to give away any secrets? Will we see you on both sides of the ball a little bit?
yes, sir. Yes,
Okay.
sir. Definitely.
hey, I got to know because I know that you are a two-sport athlete. Lacrosse, is that something that you're sticking with a little bit, or not at all, or
So
what's the?
I came in. So the way lacrosse is done in Arizona is different. It's they have two divisions, so it's like D1, D2.
Okay.
But I didn't play this year just with transferring. It was kind of just brand new, like in the
Okay.
second semester, like with school and stuff. Um, I just felt like because we were already practicing football, like lifts and team meetings and stuff like that. So I didn't, I talked with my parents. I didn't like feel like I could make time. Like it was just easier to adjust if I didn't play. And then next year I'm not gonna be. I'm graduating early, so
Graduating early. Got it.
that's kind of my. I'm done with lacrosse, but
Okay.
Dang. So you're
I
gonna
keep
join
my
your? Go ahead.
I keep my stick in the back seat of my car all the time, just in case, because I love lacrosse too, and it teaches you. Definitely taught me a lot, so I love playing the game. So
Dude, lacrosse players are like hockey players. They're just crazy. It's just absolutely crazy. They just
And
hockey
then
is hockey is football on skates with less padding. And then lacrosse, the way they swing that stick, man, like
yeah,
those are fighting words on the outside there. That sport is nuts.
yeah,
It's
definitely.
a lot of fun to watch though. So Gunnar, you said you're gonna graduate early. That means you'll be in
Yes, sir.
spring ball with Cal that following. There you go.
Yes, sir.
Sheesh.
That'll be
Yes,
cool,
sir.
man. You and your brother together like that.
Kids
Yes,
growing up
sir.
quick.
That'll be neat.
Yeah.
That'll be
It's
neat.
insane. Like, you know, a lot of my best friends, you know, they're seniors at NDP. And so they, you know, tomorrow's their last day of school, like ever. And they're telling me it was like, you know, it's been the craziest ride. You know, I kind of look at it like this was my first semester in my senior year. Like I only got one more semester. You know, knowing that I have less than like a year, like I graduate in a few months. Like it's kind of insane. It makes you take a step back, kind of look at things differently, look at like, you know, what's the priorities, what you need to spend your time on, because you don't have a lot of it left.
Don't have a lot of it left, man. That's good
Man.
advice. And make it all count, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Anything you're looking forward to doing in San Francisco? Like, have you been to Alcatraz? Have you walked across the Golden Gate Bridge?
Never been to Alcatraz, and every time I've been up there, Cooper has not taken me to the Golden Gate.
Oh, come on.
Hey,
he hasn't been either. I mean, he hasn't been either.
Maybe he's waiting on you.
Nice. I can see it every day. Like I'm already basically moved into, you know, our spot together. You know, I got my room already up. Like my mom helped me
I
make
love
it all.
that.
But I get, you know, we fortunate enough, like we have a beautiful view of the Golden Gate from our spot.
Nice.
Yeah, it's really awesome. But hopefully I got my OV coming up on the 28th. So I'm excited to see, you know, I know they're taking us around the bay. So hopefully you get to see some stuff.
Right, they just redid the facilities at Cal, right?
Yeah, a lot of them are brand new. Like they got some really dope facilities for sure.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm. What's it called? Hey, I was gonna ask, Desert Edge, Cactus Shadows gonna be like on a collision course, especially early. What's that gonna be like looking across and seeing Nate Jones possibly come try to get you? I mean, it depends on if we both get our hardships. You know, hopefully we do. And hopefully, you know, we get to play against each other. What's that look like? What's that collision look like for the rest of the world? Is that going to be like Batman versus Superman? Is that going to be like
unstoppable force and unmovable object?
This is one of those moments where time stands still, ground shakes. You know, in those cartoons where he just does this. This is going to happen.
Yeah. Who's getting up first? Who's getting up first?
Oh no, I think
who's helping who up?
I think we're both. I think we both helping each other up at the same time.
Dang,
like,
see,
that's my brother. You know, I love Nate. We actually played our first year of football together at, you know, Cave Creek Falcons, Mighty Might football. Like,
wow,
I've known him forever. His older brothers, they took Cooper under his wing, at Notre Dame, Colton, K-Dot, and Dylan. You know, so me and Nate, you know, we balled out together freshman year. We were like the only two, like skill. You know, there were a few other sophomores that got to start on varsity. But yeah, that's my guy. So
there we go. Gunnar Perry. Now what is it? Linebacker over there, Cactus Shadows, edge rusher. He might play cornerback. You just never know. Coach wants to get him more tackles. He might come down in the box as a safety. He's going to play some offense, apparently. Who knows how many positions on offense.
Do it all.
He might punt at some point. I don't know. So, Gunnar, we appreciate the time, man. It's been such a pleasure and honor to watch your brother play, to see you play too as well, to grow. I just found a clip of you taking back that interception here. You were moving, man.
I'm telling you.
Chili, I'm watching his head, man. It does not move. He's right when he said, not to the end. Oh, you do look back at the 5-yard line. But the whole time, just pumping the arms and then a quick look back just to make sure nobody was around. So there we go. Gunnar, we appreciate the time, man. Good luck. We'll definitely talk again in the season, my friend. All right?
Awesome. Thank you guys for having me.
Thanks for joining us, man. Appreciate it. Chili, how cool is that, man? He gets to go play with his brother at some point. You know, all the above. That's just neat, man. That's just neat.
He said it best. You know, you don't get these opportunities in life very often to play the second highest level of football with your brother. And there's something that, like, you know, I gotta say this, Cooper. Well, uniquely one of the best big brothers ever, because when Gunnar made it up to varsity, you could see how much
He took him under
how
his wing.
supportive he was.
Yeah.
Yeah, and how great the moments were. I gotta kill Cooper for this though. When Gunnar was playing freshman, I always tried to get Cooper to come out to watch, and Cooper was like never available. It
Well,
was like
look,
after
he was
practice,
on.
and he was
Yeah, he
sleeping
was.
and whatever. So
They had things to do, man.
I love
I
I
will
love those kids
say,
to death though. I love those kids to
I
death.
did not see that Cooper Perry transferred out of Oregon to Cal. I missed that.
Well, I mean, I think
When
we
did
were all
that?
caught up.
When did
We
that
were all caught
happen?
up in all the hype. It
January
happened
14th.
fast.
Oh, I missed that.
Yeah, it happened
January
fast.
14th.
It happened fast. Right at like shortly after Oregon was like eliminated or whatever, I believe. But like, I think a lot of us were caught up in some of the other hype that was going on here in the Valley with all these wide receivers that were coming over to ASU because of the great job that Coach Ward was doing in bringing Amari Miller, Reed Harris, and Braden Vinesbride over. So, I think that we were all caught up in that. But,
I did miss that.
great stuff. Hey, man, I am really hoping that all these kids get their hardships approved and get the opportunity to play 10. I think the AI is looking into all that stuff to make that thing work for everybody and find the best solutions. So, real quick, shout out to Dr. Dean. I think he does a great job running the AIA, and
Yeah.
I think that all these kids are in a good situation with him at the helm. No shade on Hines, who I also love. So
There we go. That'll do it for us. Make sure you watch Chili's two-piece
you know the deal.
whenever that airs. It's on his Twitter. You can catch it every Tuesday. Whenever you watch this, you'll be ahead of maybe behind the time because I don't even know what day it is. Chili was late tonight, like really late. He actually forgot.
I was.
He
No,
picked
I
up the
didn't
Zoom.
forget. I
He
definitely
picked up
didn't
the Zoom
forget.
in his car. No, he did forget because I
No, I
sent him the
didn't
link and
forget.
was like, "Hey man, 8 o'clock like normal." And instead of being like, "Hey Cam, I'm not at home or anywhere close to home. We might got to push this back." He gets on the Zoom at 8 and is like, "Hey man, I'm not at home. I'm driving."
I was ready to I was ready to record live from the Hummer
No,
on the
you were
move.
driving. We
On the
can't
move.
do that.
On the move.
Yeah, all right, we gotta go.
I'm good. I can multitask. All right, Cam. Hey, I appreciate you so much. I'm gonna catch up with you next week for sure.
Where are we going next week?
Hey,
What are we doing next
week? Next week the show is on the road live from the city.
The show is on the road.
The show is on the road.
Good night. God bless.